What's up? So I am back with another video. Today is the day after my birthday, so I'm another year older, and I'm gonna say another year bolder for sure. But anyways, we're getting into the reading. Um, no matter when you're saying this, today is June the 15th, 2026. But no matter when you're saying this, something's meant here. It's gonna land at the time it's supposed to land, and something here will feel aligning or drawing. Definitely don't try to make this message fit for you, because that's not doing you no good. Truth be told. But anyways, let's get into the reading. I'm shuffling right now as we speak, putting the intentions out right now, looking around my room, seeing if anything is coming up. And okay, two cards just flipped out. I have been seeing this freaking number so many times. So y'all is getting on me too. Like, dang, I thought this was for the collective. I guess we're mirrors anyway, right? But I've been seeing this number so many different times. 711. And this one says persistence, reap the rewards of your efforts. Burping, confirmation burp, may be significant, is confirmation to me as well that this is for me as well. So the card says you've been working very hard toward your goals, but at some point you have to take all you've done and benefit from it. Your angels ask you to honor your growth, reflect on something you've been working on for a long time, and think about how far you've come. Really give yourself some credit for lessons learned, tasks accomplished, and fears faced. Give yourself a pat on the back. I'm giving myself a pat on the back, chest, front, everywhere. So what's coming up? I know for me, I've said in previous videos, there's a lot of things I'm working on. Um, just a lot of things. But I recently released an album related to like affirmations, and it's AI music. Like I write the music, I put the energy in it, but AI performs the music for me, right? And so I don't know why I'm telling the story, but I guess I'm telling it. And so I started doing music because it's something that I've always been exposed to, something I always enjoyed, something that brings comfort, for sure. And so this whole me even doing music started out with just doing something for fun, and then something clued in, my higher self clued in and said, hey, bro, post it, put it out there. There's not a lot of music, at least not at that time, which was a few months ago. It didn't seem like there was a lot of affirmation like music, that like R&B, hip hop, trap, whatever type of music. It didn't seem like there was a lot of that out there. At least not none that I could find to put on my play. I have a lot of stuff on my playlist, but I couldn't find it. So I started creating it, and it was just a fun thing. Now it's developed into I'm literally putting out music. And so now I'm on my fourth. This is my fourth album and I just released my first album in March. So it's not, what I'm doing is not like conventional. Like most people don't do several albums within the same month, or within 2-3 months, right? But that's just what it's been calling for me to do. And for me, doing that was like nerve wracking. I'm like, okay, for one, the AI thing, like people gonna say, oh, it's not real. Oh, this is the like that thought came across my mind. Cause I'm like, people are gonna have their opinions about AI, which in my opinion, AI is just a tool. Is whoever uses the tool is however what your intentions that you put in it is what's gonna come out from it, right? So I had all these things coming up, like why should I do this? This is not gonna go anywhere, or is it gonna go anywhere? Like all these thoughts and doubts was coming up, and that still small voice within me, well, huge voice within me was like, bruh, post it. You only got one life to live. It's a part of you creating it. It could go further than what you think. It could be healing to somebody. So that's what I've been doing. And this for me is confirming for me being persistent and just doing and creating things, even though it may not make sense, even though logically it may be like, oh, with this saturated place, like it's AI, logically all these things are coming up, all these, at that time, doubts and stuff was coming up at that time. Now I've had to heal from that, move from that, because I'm in my life of abundance. But at that time, all that came up, which is a human thing that happens. And so this message, I'm saying all this for some reason to let you know that be persistent in your crafts, because there are things that, even though it may feel like all these doubts, like, oh, this may not work, or who's going to want to see me on camera, or who's going to listen to me, or I don't look all this, or do I have enough to offer? Like, there's a lot of things that may be coming up for you, that is, for whoever this is meant for, hindering you from your persistence. Now, some things happen, you can't be persistent. Like, some things just happen. Like, you might get sick or something. Yeah. But we're talking about persistence in the sense of, you have been the one, because of the doubts, you have allowed the doubts and the fears to interfere with you being persistent. And it's not like, again, it's human for us to have doubts and fears and things, like, it happens. It's human, right? But we don't have to believe those. We don't have to subscribe to the doubts and fears. Like, we can hear them, we can acknowledge them, right? But we can say, okay, I acknowledge this shit is coming up right now, and I acknowledge this is like old programming that I'm no longer aligned with, because I'm in my life of abundance. And because of that, yes, there's fears. Yes, all this stuff is coming up, but I'm still gonna do it. That is the thing. You're still gonna pursue. You're still gonna be persistent in whatever it is, because it's the real thing about it. Whoever this is meant for, your shit is meant to go somewhere. Like, it's really gonna go somewhere. You just got to be persistent, and you got to keep believing. There's something in you that wants you to believe, and no, it not want you to believe. There's something in you that knows you got some good shit, and it's gonna go somewhere. But you just got to keep believing that, and you got to stay persistent in showing up and creating. And it's not like it shouldn't feel like a slave thing, or like something you don't want to do, or a job. Like, it's being persistent in doing things, creating wise, that you love, that brings you joy, that brings you happiness, that brings you peace. Continue in doing that. Like, some of y'all creating stuff, and you're having fun creating it. Like, it's fun. It's not like, oh, I better do a video because the algorithm is going to be messed up. And that may come up a little bit for some of you, but some of you truly are doing videos and doing content that you literally enjoy doing. And that is the thing. That is the key. And some of you all are doing activities that you really enjoy doing. And something in you is like, just put a camera up while I'm doing these things. Like, this must be a time of just being seen. It's something about, I've been hearing a lot of readings and seeing readings myself of people saying about being seen. Don't be afraid to be seen. That's a part of your creativity. It's part of your manifestation, your abundance. I've been seeing a lot of that, and now the message is coming here. Like, I'm sending out the same message here, or channeling the same message here, because there's definitely some truth, or a lot of truth to that. Your abundance is connected to you being seen. Uh, it's kind of like, the best way I can put it is this way. You think of a seed. A seed goes in the dirt, and you put water on it, but it's not going to thrive until it actually starts blossoming outside from underneath the dirt. Like, it's not going to thrive and continue to survive until it gets to the surface and continues to eat, and do the photosynthesis thing. I'm not going to get too sciencey, from the sun, right? So it's important for that plant's survival. And I'm saying, in this metaphorically way, or whatever what I'm trying to say, it's important for that plant's abundance to be seen, to be above the surface, to take in the sun, to take in the universe. And so it's important for you to be seen and not hidden under the dirt. You've been under that dirt you've been a long time, you've been developing a lot. It's time for you to sprout and show out. It's time for you to flaunt. When I say flaunt, I mean flaunt with the divineness of who you are. I'm not saying say you better than this, that, and the third person. I'm saying flaunt and knowing your shit and your goals, your gifts are divine, and they're meant to be seen. Your creations are meant to be seen. Your face, your eyes are meant to be seen. Your voice is meant to be heard. And I don't know why I'm going so deep in this, and it's taking 10 minutes to do this, but it feels like it's really, really important. Stay persistent and don't give up. Stay persistent, don't give up, and keep knowing that your shit is going somewhere, because it is. Regardless of what it may look like right now, you have to know what it's going to look like. Like, know within yourself it's going to be viral. Know within yourself it's going to pay more than just your bills. Hell, it might help pay other folks' bills if you decide you want to help pay other folks' bills. So that's what's coming up. There is a whole nother card, but because this went so long, this is about to be a second card. So I hope this one helped whoever needed to help. Stay tuned for the second video if you want to see about this card. But until next time, take care.